Okay, so to be able to analyze. So as I mentioned, today we're going to look at a number of protocol. We're going to scrutinize the DHCP. This is one of them, one of the first protocol. And we're also going to scrutinize ARP. Okay, the last round we talked about the ARP, address resolution protocol. This is where it tries to resolve the IP address against the MAC address, the physical address. Okay, we're also going to take a look at the HTTP as well as the DNS, right? So if you were to start, okay, to start the Wireshark is basically just going to type Wireshark. You just install the Wireshark as it is. No need to install the USB NCAP thing. No need. So just use the default custom one will do. So once you evoke the Wireshark, you will see something like this. You can even see, wow, it's basically capturing some Wi-Fi signals. Okay, you can see the different interface card over here, right? Basically this is a software that is acting like a protocol analyzer. So you analyze all the interface card, and because I have a virtual machine, just now you saw I'm running the virtual machine. So virtual machine also got two adapter cards. Okay, and of course I have my own local area internet card also. So you got see, but they are not connected. That's why they're all very quiet. But there's some traffic over there, right? So if you want, you can actually capture some information. In fact, what I've given you is the captured packet information. This is in the form of a .cap. It's like capture the information. So in the zip files that is being shared with you guys, those you will have about 4 or 3 files, okay, that are basically captured or pre-recorded data packets, a pre-record data packet for you to analyze. But if you want to analyze your own capture packet, you can by just going to the capture, and then under the option, choose the interface card that you want to monitor. Okay, for example, Wi-Fi, right? So you can choose Wi-Fi, right, that you want to monitor, or you want to monitor your physical LAN card, okay, or you want to monitor your Bluetooth. Okay, so it can also monitor the Bluetooth, the connectivities or the messaging that coming in by Bluetooth, right? So you can select it. So you need to choose the monitoring devices that you want to monitor. And once you choose, let's say Wi-Fi, then you can start. You can start the recording, okay, and something like this, okay, and you will start the recording, and you can see traffic start coming in. And then you see, wow, live traffic coming in. There's some demon running in the background, talking to each other, pinging. You can see the source and destination IP address, and these are the protocol using UDP. Occasionally, you got other protocol coming in, and this is the middle windows. These are the information that's transmitting, and you can see these are what? These are generally the raw data. The raw data in hexadecimal. It's basically not readable by a human being, right? And these are like garbage, ASCII code, like corrupted, encrypted form. They are basically bits and bytes, but they are in the very raw form, which most of us human beings cannot analyze. So it depends on the middle window here. This is the middle window that basically are able to cipher, okay, we shall really decipher all this information, right? Because based on, remember, I show you the data packet. They got all the byte size and all the where are the bits, all the data residing at which bit. Let's say first 25 bit is first 25 bit is on what, first, and then the next 16 bit is on what. They are all the destination, the packet, the data, right? So, but we don't have to know that because all this is already packet for you and translated for you for your easier understanding. So pretty much in your lab assignment, you basically be going through and try to analyze this protocol, this messaging, and then see what is impact inside. Right? So you can see some of this information. All of them are generally UDP and then Ethernet. What card? Say Intel. IP version 4. You can look further. You can see the source, destination, the length, the text sum, the time span, even looking at the data, the raw data itself, what's the total length of it, right? So these give you an idea. So, but also once you capture enough, you want to stop, you can stop, right? You can just go to the capture and you want to stop it, also can, or you want to restart. Just stop it and you can choose to save it if you want to, right? So these are like the save, and you can save it as a capture file, and then you can scrutinize the information later on, right? So, but today you're just going to use the file open and analyze the capture packet. So these are DHCP. So yours might be slightly different, but just it's the same. So just a DHCP, DNS, and also HTTP, right? So you just have to open up one. So I'm just going to open. So open the unzip file, okay, which one of them has that. So because just now I captured some, I don't want to save it, so you can choose not to save it. So this is the file that you are supposed to analyze, and you can see that this data packet actually consists of more than just DHCP. Right? Just now you only see DHCP. Now got what? Address, resolution, ARP, got all these different type of protocol. Right? So because there are so many, you can filter them. Right? And you also notice bring back what you have, what I mentioned in the lecture. There are always protocol, handshaking protocol that takes place. Remember, people will request for some information, and you got this acknowledge, right? So you can scrutinize. So you are required to click on different data packet like this. Okay, so this is one data packet. So you can see the middle window will change, right? And if I want to scrutinize, this middle window will change. So this middle window will basically reflect according to what you are tracing, right? And they are contain some very valuable information. Okay, so this is the analyzing the data packet. So for the hackers, this is what they do. They analyze the data packet and then see what are the vulnerabilities. There are a lot of information that you can gather. Like for example, a source. Wow, I can see the source. The router seems to be coming from a Linksys router. Wow. Then you can what? Go and research and find out what is the vulnerabilities of a Linksys routers, or what is the vulnerability or loophole, or how to hack into a D-Link router or a Cisco router, right? Or a two-wire routers, right? Etc. So there are many, and you can even see, wow, this one Dell machines Dell machine running on Dell. So you can even tell the hardware. Okay, so these are things that can derive. Okay, so so you can see some IP address, etc. So you can, this is the filter window, right? In case they are being asked, like for example, the Word document asks like, go to the, sorry, this is one of the students' work. So we can go to the filter, right? The first one is actually to look at the filter, right? So you can file open, okay, you follow the instruction, file open, and then under the filter type boot P, right? So basically you just want to filter off, right? So what you can do is so this is a filter, because there are so many, right? So very difficult. So you can actually use the filter field to say boot, okay, or you can type DHCP, up to you, right? So it's the same. So you can put voila, you see they filter out only DHCP for you to analyze, right? So you can choose which data packet trace you want to track, right? So for example, let's say I want to look at the acknowledge. Acknowledge, you can just go to acknowledge. Okay, you can see all these information, right? You can double click, right? Otherwise, you can just refer to the middle windows, right? So you try to collapse, okay, and expand. Okay, this is the most collapsed version. So go look into the frame, okay, data frame, and then check it out. Some of the data, and this is like, wow, this data pack was collected, more than 18 years ago. I don't know, 17 years ago, 2004. Can you imagine that? Oh, 2004. Where were you guys? Still a baby? So you can see data packet that is framed, the byte size. Protocol has been very stable, has not changed for so many years, right? So you can see the Ethernet Linksys broadcast address, Linksys running on IP version 4, and you can see this is where things start coming back. All the things that I teach you, right? Remember all the flat and the fragment offset. Is this the first byte or first data byte or whatever? Okay, you can see the frame size. Try to make sense of some of the things, okay, that are being taught to you. Even like the earlier lab, where you talk about this TTL, okay, TTL, time to live, right? Time to live and time to this. So UDP, right? So how long it takes, 150 seconds, right? And you can even see the source IP address and the checksum, the validity of this, right? And the UDP. Okay, UDP, you can even see the port. Okay, some of this information you need. So go expand further what the source IP, the source port and the destination port, right? These are the port address that might be valid for NAT, right? When you need to do a network address translation table, right? And checksum and the timestamp, and this is the DHCP protocol. Okay, you can even find the DHCP server. Okay, the client is this client IP, and you can even see some of the domain name server. What does the domain name server? Okay, these are the domain. You can at least 2 domain name server IP address. Right, this is where the hackers start to find, oh, where are all the IP address, or who are the important. Just like just now you saw, I got the 10.0.0.1. Now that is my domain name server. So you might want to hack into that server. Right? So this gives you a sense of it, right? And the subnet masking is also given here. You learn about all the subnet masking. So this actually uses the network ID, quite a long one. Okay, so go check it out. Okay, and at least you know the DHCP server. This is the domain name server. So you got at least 2 domain name server machine running at different IP address, and then the DHCP server is another server running at this IP address, right? So this is how you discover some of the stuff, right? So go ahead and try and do it, or even can go to ARP. Okay, ARP address resolution. You can take a look at some of the. Just double click on some of these things, okay, to expand. Otherwise, you can also scrutinize the thing over here. Right, so let's check out address resolution, ARP, right? So you can see what they have. There you see address resolution. We talk about ARP. Basically, it's translating the IP address to a physical IP address, right? So you can see that this is the IP address of the Dell machines, and this is a MAC, approximately the MAC address, okay, of the Dell. So they can map between the MAC and the IP address of the machines, right? So this is what you will go through, okay, and do all your screenshot. Okay, do all your screenshot like this. Okay, you can do it this way. You got do all the four or three. So there are a few. So go check it out. Okay, these are sample answers.